Hi guys, Abhishek here from Engulfing Bull. Welcome back. Today I'm going to explain more on the support and resistance lines. How do we verify that there is a breakout on support or resistance, and how can we enter with a more probable situation? Okay, so I think that is going to help you to enter a lot of stocks this week and to kind of draw your support and resistance line. We're going to use Indraprastha Gas as our reference stock today, and let's discuss and start with this. Okay, you can see here, so I've drawn a resistance zone, which you can see from these levels here. It has taken resistance, then again it's come back here, created a resistance, fell back, and then again created a resistance here. Okay, so I'm gonna try and discuss that how do you avoid this false breakout here. Okay, if you can see, the prices went down, prices went up, took resistance, went down, created a higher low, went back up, created a higher high. Now this time, if you start buying immediately once it is breaking out, it is not a good situation. Obviously, as I say, I keep telling you guys that I also use a couple of indicators which helps me kind of to avoid false breakouts, etc., etc. All right, but if you want to do like a pure price action trading, you have to wait for a confirmation. Okay, a confirmation can be a follow through, so the next day it can be a follow through on the upside and you can take that risk there, or you want a retest on the breakage, a change in polarity, so you want the resistance broken, acts as support, and then you can maybe enter on the long side. Okay, so you see here, once you have a breakout, you wait for the next day, you have a black candle which is a inside bar here, a harami pattern, and the next day the prices fall. Okay, price opened lower with a gap, obviously went up to cover the gap, rejected, and then there was a fall here. Okay, so you cannot enter a long position here. So the next time we come here, we check here, or obviously it's created a higher low again, and then the prices went back up to the resistance. Now, if you've seen my other videos, if you've not, please click on the videos that are shown on the left or the right side of this video, and do visit it. If you've once you watch it, you'll understand why I keep telling you that once there are a lot of testing of a resistance, it is bound to be broken, because that level keeps getting weaker as you have multiple touch points on that resistance. Okay, and you can see the structure here as well, right, that the prices are creating higher lows. All right, so it is obviously, when you come here the next time and you see that it is breaking again, you wait for a retest, right? So next day, obviously it didn't have a follow through, it came back here, did a retest. You could probably enter here and use like these candles here as your stop losses, the candle just below the your resistance zone. Once you get a retest here, it goes back up. That's your first trade. The second trade now happens when you get a piercing pattern or a bullish engulfing pattern here, and you can trade with these as your stop losses, and you can expect the prices to go up. Okay, so you understand how the market structure works, how a breakout works. You have a confirmation and you can take a risk with a high probability of that trade to become a successful trade. All right, and you see how it goes up, comes back, you have a doji, you have a bullish engulfing again, a bullish engulfing again here, and the prices go up again. Okay, now you can use this structure analysis, or you can use this analysis in your intraday chart as well. I would prefer you use it on a 60-minute, or to go to the least timeline should be a 30-minute chart. Please don't go to a 15-minute and a 5-minute chart. I know there are people who like to trade those timelines because it is cheaper to take those positions, but on a longer time frame, if you want to really be a successful trader, want to be a good swing trader, want to hold positions for a couple of days, you have to go to a daily or a 60-minute timeline to execute your trades. Okay, so so I've shown you how IGL worked here, right? And similarly, now I'm in the current situation, we're going to draw a similar situation here where I have a prior support. Okay, let me just drag this down to make it where it should be. All right, so that was a support here. You see it was broken by a big black candle in July. Okay, it's come back here to create a resistance. Then it's come back here again with a doji here, created another resistance, fell back here. So it was higher highs but lower lows, right? And now the prices have gone back up again, and it is at this resistance level again. All right, so there are two things, right? Obviously you can expect this to fall, so you can take a trade once you have a confirmation of a doji, which is the low of this doji being taken off, and you can expect the prices to fall on the downside. So if the prices break these lows, you can take a position and you can expect the prices to fall further, right? That is one case scenario. The second scenario is if the prices somehow comes here and then breaks on the upside. This is where you'd like to enter this retest here, or if there's a follow through. I would really wait for a retest because it gives wonderful opportunities to trade on the upside. Okay, now if I look in a longer time frame, right, let me go to a monthly chart, and let me delete these possible scenarios so it's clear. You can see last month was a nice bullish rejection. I mean, the bears were rejected. It's a bullish rejection candle. That means the bulls are in power. And the next month as well, the doji high is taken out and you are expecting prices to go higher. In the weekly chart, look at that, right? Hammer, 3 good white candles. All right, and the line here is the resistance that we are expecting. Okay, so there is a high probability that this can go up and break the trend line here. All right, because we have a rejection candle here on Friday, we can expect the prices maybe on Monday or Tuesday to not really break on the upside but move sideways and then break it on the upside. Or if you have a gap up and the trend is continuing and there's a breakout, just wait for a couple of days for a retest and then you can enter this position. Okay, either it's an entry on the upside with a confirmation, or it is a false breakout and the fall is on the downside. Now, how do you really execute these positions? It would be fantastic to know that. So let's move on to an hourly chart, right? Now you can see here, obviously here when the support was broken, it came down, there was a resistance here, prices fell. Now there's a resistance here, prices fell. Now if you can see, if I draw like a trend line here, okay, you can use moving averages, guys, whatever suits you, whatever floats your boat, and you can enter on these situations here. Once this trend line is broken, tested, right, and then it has started going up. Now in this case, again, to understand where would you enter, you can draw a trend line here as well. Okay, once you've drawn a trend line here, now either this is gonna hold, move sideways here till the trend line and then give you a breakout on the upside, and you can probably take those trades on the upside, right? Or once the trend line is broken, then you can be sure that maybe this is over for IGL. All right, but looking at the monthly and the weekly chart, it doesn't look like it's over for IGL yet. Okay, so yeah, do your analysis and wait for it. Patience is really important when you're trading in stock market, and when you see that it is near the resistance zone, there are only 2 case scenarios that you can expect: either a breakout or a retest on the downside and then a breakout, or it acts as a resistance and actually falls down. In both the cases, you'll be smart enough to trade if you draw your lines correctly, if you draw your support and resistance lines correctly, and execute when required. All right, guys, again, this is not a stock tip. Please do not consider this as a stock tip. Instead of that, please consider this as an education material for yourself. Try and see how I've drawn these lines. Try and replicate them on your charts on different stocks, and try and judge your entries. Try and avoid false breakouts. Try and see where there are false breakouts and how could you have avoided them. And that will help your analysis. That will help your homework a lot. All right, thank you very much. If you like the video, please do drop in a comment. If you like the analysis, if you want me to make a video on analysis to any other stock, do drop in a comment with the name of the stock, commodity, forex, anything you want. Please share this video. Please share the channel with your friends, family, and share the love. do subscribe to this channel as well. Thank you very much. See you soon.